Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. Strap in the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there and nearly sprung it. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers.
And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 66 yards. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out on little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook up the gut. Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 73 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. I'll give more credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At the 40-yard line.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. This one taken in by Olave. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. These two teams all tied after one. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He finds his man, complete. That's Payne. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
319.
Cook following the penalty. Oh, able to avoid him. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 62 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
Bengals 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you know, fan bases they weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Burrow changing the look.
11 MT, take.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Here's a diving catch right side. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Third and 5.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen. 64 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bengals 10. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys in the...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking deep here for Chase. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here in the NFL.
Oh, it was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
What? Get set. 11 MT, take.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Thomas. Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Cook again.
Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is playing. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. Fighting through.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down and 4.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now Allen going to change it up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Now they'll change things up.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Allen. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Payne. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go. 11. Ready?
And Chase will go in motion left.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to find Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. That's taken in by Higgins. 2nd down and 8. Burrow going to throw again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Round 80! What's that?
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And he is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try to middle with Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
At the 46-yard line.
To the air, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
What's that? What's that?
Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
319.
Allen taking it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Sanders now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 35, Bengals 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2nd and 3. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
And he's caught left side by Bryant.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Cole. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hayes. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Looking to throw. Hayes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now he'll tuck this and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
70, Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Theo Johnson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Bengals 24.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they rush coming, and he's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Now we just have to deal with a snow-filled parking lot as we say so long from Buffalo.
I'm just looking forward to getting warm.